never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good afternoon, Yankees fans. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken, and we will be streaming today's live play-by-play of the rubber match of the Yankees facing off against the Mets. On the bump today, we're having Elmer Rodriguez come back from the minor leagues after Max Fried was injured. And I've got a few folks that are here. Margaret, Yanks for Life, Kaz, Robert, thanks for hopping in the stream. Appreciate your support. And for today's lineup, we're going to have Trent Grisham leading off playing center field. Ben Rice will be hitting in the 2-hole, playing first base. In the 3-hole is going to be Aaron Judge DHing today. Cleaning up will be left fielder Cody Bellinger. In the 5-hole will be second baseman Jazz Chisholm. In the 6-hole will be third baseman Ryan McMahon. Playing right field and hitting in the 7-hole is going to be Spencer Jones. In the 8-hole will be shortstop Anthony Volpe. And bringing up the rear is going to be J.C. Escara behind the dish. And as I said earlier, on the bump for the Yankees is going to be Elmer Rodriguez. For the Mets, Carson Bench will be leading off playing right field. Bo Bichette will be hitting in the 2-hole playing shortstop. Juan Soto will be DHing and hitting in the 3-hole. Matt Vientos will be cleaning up at first base. MJ Melendez will be hitting in the 5-hole, playing left field. Brett Beatty will be at third base, hitting in the 6-hole. And the 7-hole will be second baseman Marcus Semien. In center field, hitting in the 8-hole will be AJ Ewing. And behind the dish is going to be Sengar. On the bump for the Mets is going to be Freddie Peralta, the Mets pseudo ace. Some of the keys that I think that we need to look at today. Elmer Rodriguez, in his first 2 major league appearances, had a bit of the nerves going on. The item of concern with him was the walks. In his first 2 starts, he gave up 4 walks in each appearance. If he's around the strike zone, he has a hell of a lot of movement and swing and miss stuff. One of the keys that I think that we're going to have to see is controlling Juan Soto. Juan Soto sort of put it on us this one in this series. He is 6 out of 8 in plate appearances, and the 2 that he did not make it on base, he struck out in game 1. He's also stolen 2 bases against us. Keeping Soto in check and making it a no Soto zone would be ideal. And before we get into it, our active poll is up and running. We currently have 5 votes. So if you haven't, drop your vote, let your voice be heard, and your vote be counted. This stream is being is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. Thanks for providing that service for us, Mitch. It is always appreciated. And JJ has a question. Any idea who's winning today? Yankees or the Mets? I think it's riding on the shoulders of Elmer Rodriguez. If Rodriguez can handle these guys and not give up the ghost, I think the Yankees have an excellent chance of taking this game. Yesterday was a little disappointed with the situational hitting. Bases loaded with nobody out, and we could not push a run across. That's got to stop. And we struck out a hell of a lot. Something that the Yankee hitters are going to have to worry about is Peralta strikeout pitch is a splitter that tends to drop out of the strike zone. They damn sure have to be aware of that, especially in a 2-strike count. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please consider subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network and Yankees The Ugly Truth. Like I said, Hardcore Sports is simulcasting our live play-by-play as they've done for most of the year. Jeremy Rehack is the home plate umpire. He is considered a pitcher-friendly umpire. He has 9 major league seasons under his belt. And if you ask yourself why you should consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth, well, if you like live play-by-plays and shorts, I provide both for you, a lot of them. And if that's what you're into, please consider subscribing. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Fastball paints the outside corner. Count is 0-1. Peralta sets and fires, and Brent fouls this one off. Count is 0-2. All right, Robert, I like it. And Peralta sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is way off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Peralta sets, fires, and this ball is bounced to Beatty. And he fires to, Semien fires to Vientos, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, hitting .305 on the season, 14 home runs, 30 RBIs, and a 1078 OPS. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. First pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. And Peralta sets, fires, and that pitch is a changeup down low. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is just off the plate at 95 miles an hour. Count is 2-1 on Rice. Peralta sets and fires, and that is grounded to Semien. Semien spins and fires to Vientos. That is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is the captain. So all rise. The judge is in the chambers. And Peralta sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Kicks away from the catcher. Count is 1-0 on the captain. And Peralta sets, fires, and the pitch is a curveball down low and away. Count is 2-0 on Judge. Peralta sets, pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1 on the captain. Peralta sets, and he fires, and the four-seamer is down low. Count is now 3-1 on the captain. And Peralta sets, pitch is on the way, and Judge fouls the curveball straight back. Count is now full, 3-2. And Peralta sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low for ball four. So the captain is going to take a walk in his first plate appearance. That is the first Yankee runner of the afternoon. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here, brother. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Peralta sets and fires, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Belly. Peralta sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is just a bit inside. Count is 2-0 on Bellinger. For those of you just hopping in the stream, there are 2 outs. We're in the top of the first inning. Runner at first. Cody Bellinger is up to bat, and the count is 2-0. Peralta sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a changeup down low. Count is 3-0 on Belly. Peralta sets, and he fires. The four-seamer is off the plate for ball four. So that is the second straight walk. That one was a 4-pitch walk to Bellinger. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. All right, Jazz, situational hitting, buddy. Situational hitting. Jazz is hitting .222 on the season, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs, and a .650 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-0 on Jazz, and that is 6 straight balls. Ed Peralta steps off the mound. Peralta checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses at a changeup out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Peralta sets and fires, and the pitch is taken right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2 on Jazz. Peralta checks on Judge at second. Pitch is on the way, and that changeup is way down low. Count is now evened at 2-2. Peralta is at 22 pitches, so his pitch count is getting elevated. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses at a high fastball. The Chisholm is down on strikes, and that is going to do it for the Yankees. There are no runs, no hits, no errors, and there are 2 men left on base. Hey, Chef Nick, welcome to the stream. And in our active scoreboard today, the Rays lead the Marlins 4-2 in the top of the 5th. Orioles lead the Nationals 1-0 in the bottom of the 1st. Braves and the Red Sox are locked up at zeros in the bottom of the 1st, as is the Phillies and the Pirates. The Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead on the Tigers in the top of the 1st. As you know, in this game, we're heading to the bottom of the 1st. Score is locked up at zeros. And the Reds and Guardians are underway, and they're in the bottom of the 1st, and the score is 0-0 also. This is very early in the day. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 12 votes at this time. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Our goal is 30 likes for every live stream. We are at 13. So let's do it. Hey, D-Rod, welcome to the stream. And for those of you that are in the stream, drop a comment and I'll give you a shout out. And Elmer Rodriguez is on the bump. So let's hope that he's worked the nerve issues out that he had in his first 2 major league appearances against the Rangers last week. Got to limit the walks, brother. Got to limit the walks. First pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Rodriguez sets and fires, and that fastball is down low. Count is 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and it is guy down the left field line that is going to bake it into the stands. So the count is 2-1. Rodriguez sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to Volpe. He fires across the diamond, and that is going to record the first out of the inning. Volpe's throw was off target, but great stretch by Ben Rice to bring that one in. Yeah, we knew that, JJ. He may get $350 million, but it ain't going to be against the Yankees. Rodriguez sets and he fires, and the sinker catches the outside corner on Bichette. Count is 0-1. Bichette is hitting .210 on the season with 2 home runs, 18 RBIs, and a .535 OPS. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Volpe once again. He sets and fires, and that's going to record the second out of the inning. So that is 2 down. Hey, FJ, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. Coming up to bat is Juan Soto, 286 on the season, 6 home runs, 14 RBIs, and an .887 OPS. This is how you like to see Soto with no runners on board. Pitch is on the way, and Soto shows bunt, but that ball is going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Soto. Rodriguez sets and fires, and the changeup is up high. Count is evened at 1-1. Rodriguez sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Soto. This should be a Soto no fly zone today. And this pitch is grounded through the right side, going to make it to Judge. So he is on with a single. Coming up to bat is Mark Vientos. First pitch is on the way, and this is sky to right field. Jones is going to lay out and make the catch, and that is going to be the third out. Fine defensive play by Spencer Jones. One of the things that he is noted for is his plus defense. And as we head to the top of the second, leading off is going to be Ryan McMahon, Spencer Jones, and Anthony Volpe. For those of you that are here, we are heading to the top of the second. Score is locked up at zeros. McMahon, Jones, and Volpe are coming up to bat for the Yankees. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. In Elmer Rodriguez's third major league start, how many innings will he go? So let your vote be counted and your voice be heard. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 14 likes, 16 away from our play-by-play goal of 60 or 30. Our all-time high is 50 likes. So we would like to hit 51 and break that record in this Subway Series rubber match. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 724 subscriptions. So our next immediate goal is 725. Milestone, that is. The ultimate goal is 1,000 by the end of the season, but we're a ways from that. If you ask yourself, why should I sub? Well, if you like live play-by-plays, I call games almost every day, exception being on Wednesdays. I drop a boatload of shorts. So if you like shorts, I've dropped 150 since the off season. And the first pitch is on the way. And this is sky to left field. And it is in shallow left. And that is the first out of the inning. One pitch, one out. You know how much I freaking hate that. And the first pitch to Jones is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-1. Jones is hitting 188 on the season, no home runs, 2 RBIs, and a 503 OPS. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the third base line. Count is 0-2 on Jones. Peralta sets and fires, and Jones swings over the top of the splitter for strike 3. So that's a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Spencer Jones. 3-pitch strikeout. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. He does not have a batting average. He is 0 for 6 on the season with 5 walks. So will Volpe get his first hit of the 2026 season? Pitch is on the way, and Volpe fouls it straight back. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Volpe pops this one to the right side. It's going to make the stands. So the count is 0-2 on Volpe, or 1-2 on Volpe, excuse me. Peralta sets and fires, and that pitch is up and in. Count is going to go to 2-2. Peralta sets and he fires, and this ball is driven into left center field. It is going to make the wall. Volpe is rounding first, and he is going to have a stand-up double. So that is Volpe's first hit of the 2026 season. So Volpe has the first hit of the day for the Yankees. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. And Peralta sets, fires, and that fastball is up high. Outside, count is 1-0. Escara's hitting 182 on the season, no home runs, 6 RBIs, and a 529 OPS. Pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive to center field. Ewing is backing up, and he is going to make the play just short of the warning track for the final out. So there are no runs, a hit, 1 man left as we head to the bottom of the second. MJ Melendez, Brett Beatty, and Marcus Semien are coming up to bat. And in our Major League scoreboard today, Braves lead the Marlins 5-2 in the top of the 6th. Orioles have a 1-0 lead on the Nationals in the top of the 2nd. The Braves have a 3-0 lead on the Red Sox in the top of the 2nd. Phillies and Pirates are locked up at zeros in the bottom of 2. Blue Jays now have a 2-0 lead on the Tigers in the top of the 2nd. As you know, heading to the bottom of the 6th, the Yankees and the Mets are locked up at donuts. The Guardians have now taken a 2-0 lead on the Reds in the top of the 2nd. And that is your active scoreboard for today. So how are we feeling about the game? Yeah, JJ, I never subscribed that Volpe was the second coming of Jeter. Like I never subscribed that Dominguez was the second coming of Mantle. Completely ridiculous. Those are unique players that don't happen every day. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. And if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 15 likes, halfway to the 30 goal. So And Melendez is hitting 250 on the season, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, 800 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone, but it is called ball one. Come on, JC, you should have challenged that. And the pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Melendez. Really surprising. And the pitch is on the way, and this is sky to center field. Grisham is moving to his left, and he makes the play for the easy out. So that is the first down in the bottom of the second. Brett Beatty coming up to bat. I had 725 subs yesterday, D-Rod, but after I booted somebody, it all of a sudden went down to 724. Surprise, surprise. Rodriguez sets and fires, and that curveball just is low. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is inside. Count is 2-0 on Beatty. Pitch is on the way, and that paints the top of the strike zone. Nice 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 2-1 on Beatty. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz feels it cleanly and fires to Rice for the second out of the inning. That is the second down. Well, D-Rod, personally, I'd rather have 10 subscribers than 600 ass hats. So I'm happy with the membership. First pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed by Semien. Count is 0-1. Semien's hitting 224 on the season, 13 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a 601 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Semien. Rodriguez sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled straight back. So the count is 2-2. And how do you do? Rodriguez sets, fires, and the curveball is chopped to McMahon. McMahon vacuums it up and fires across the diamond for the third out of the inning. That is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for the Mets. And we're heading to the top of the third. Up to bat is going to be Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and Aaron Judge. 1-2-3, and that's what you're going to see. So how are we feeling about the game thus far, guys and gals out there in internet land? We're not going to see my sister Nancy today because she and her family have taken my nephew Dylan to Italy for his graduation present from University of Michigan earlier last week. So this game is moving very fast. Yeah, I've been to Italy probably 20 times throughout my Navy career, all over the place. I'm not really jealous. I've been giving her recommendations for places to go and food to eat. She hasn't been disappointed with anything that I've given her. And Peralta sets, pitches on the way, and this is hammered to Vientos at first. He's going to take it himself. Come on, Trent. One freaking pitch out. You freaking got to do better than that. Peralta is at 35 pitches. His pitch count is looking very good. Rice is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. First pitch to Rice is just inside. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and Rice taps that one foul. Change up right down the heart of Broadway. Count is evened out 1-1. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. Actually, Jonathan, I do see a better game. Elmer Rodriguez is around the strike zone. Looking pretty sharp. Pitch count is very good. Peralta sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 2-1. And Peralta sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered to right center field. This one is going, and gone. See ya. That is a solo shot home run by Ben Rice. 15th of the year. Went 409 feet and traveled at 102 miles an hour. So the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. Coming up to bat is the captain. So all rise. The judge is in the chambers. So can we go back to back, Jack? And the first pitch to Judge is a four-seamer down low. Count is 1-0. Peralta sets and fires, and that pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Judge is hitting .273 on the season, 16 homers, 30 RBIs, and a 10.21 OPS. Peralta sets and fires, and that ball is tipped into the glove of the catcher. Count is 1-2. Peralta sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-2. Peralta sets and he fires, and that pitch is way up high. Count is now 3-2 on the captain. He does not have an official at bat today. He walked in his first plate appearance. And Peralta sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right center field. Benj is backing up, and he is on the track and makes the play for the first out of the inning, or the second out of the inning. Just hit that one off the end of the bat. Half an inch, and he has drilled a back-to-back dinger. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. He does not have an official at bat. Walked in his first plate appearance, and the first pitch is a 96-mile-an-hour fastball down low. Count is 1-0. And Bellinger calls timeout. Pitch is on the way, and this is popped up behind the plate. Sanger gives it a look, and it hits the screen. So that is going to be a foul ball. Count is 1-1. And Peralta sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate and high. Count is 2-1. That sounds good, Robert. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is inside. Count is now 3-1 on Bellinger. Peralta sets and fires. That pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So that is a second walk for Bellinger of the night. Peralta's pitch count is at 50 in the top of the third. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch to Chisholm is a fastball way up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Jazz. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on Jazz. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone for ball 4. So that's a 4-pitch walk. Yankees have runners at first and second. And that is 7 straight balls for Peralta. 54 pitches on the day, 25 strikes. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. And they have a beating of the minds on the mound right now. And Peralta sets and fires, and that fastball is up high. That was a 97-mile-an-hour dinger, way up. Count is 1-0. McMahon flew out in his last at-bat, 0 for 1 on the day. Next pitch is on the way, and that is way inside. Count is 2-0 on Mac. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. That is 9 straight balls in a row, and that is 3-0 on McMahon. First pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one, count is 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to Semien. Semien fills it and fires to Vientos. And that is going to be the third out of the inning. So that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before the Yankees take a 1-0 lead on a Ben Rice home run. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the third is going to be Ewing, Sanger, and Benj. 8, 9, and 1. And in our active scoreboard today, Rays have a 5-2 lead on the Marlins in the bottom of the sixth. Orioles have a 3-1 lead on the Nationals in the top of the third. Braves have a 5-0 lead on the Red Sox in the top of the third. Phillies and Pirates are still locked up at zeros in the bottom of the third. Paul Skeena is on the mound for the Phillies today. Blue Jays have a 2-0 lead on the Tigers in the top or the bottom of the second. As you know, heading to the bottom of the third, Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Guardians have a 2-1 lead on the Reds in the top of the third. Cubs have a 2-0 lead on the White Sox in the top of the first. Astros and Rangers are underway in the bottom of the first. They are locked up at zeros. Brewers and the Twins are also locked up at zeros in the bottom of the first. And in the top of the first, the Royals and the Cardinals are locked up at zeros. And Rodriguez has 25 pitches on the game. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Ewing. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced through the infield to right field. Judge is going to fill the ball cleanly and get it in. So Ewing has incredible speed, so going to have to keep an eye on him. Hey, John Ferrazzo, thanks for hopping into the stream. And Rodriguez sets. Sanger shows bunt. This is popped straight up in the air. And Rodriguez is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Benj, 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Rodriguez sets. There's a pickoff attempt at first. Runner is Ewing is back in head first safe. Pitch is on the way. Ewing takes off, and Wells cannot handle the ball, or Escara cannot handle the ball. And that is a second stole at second. Ewing's second stolen base of the season. So the Mets have a runner at second with one out. Bench is up to bat. Count is 1-1. Rodriguez sets and fires, and this ball is a towering fly ball. Volpe is tracking it and makes the play in the shallow left field grass. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Bo Bichette. Bichette is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. Rodriguez checks on the runner at second. And he steps off. Chases Ewing back to second. And Rodriguez sets and fires, and that sinker is going to paint the inside corner for call. Strike one. Rodriguez sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is down in the dirt. Count is evened at 1-1. Rodriguez sets. Pitch is on the way. Oh, and he just misses outside. Count is 2-1 on Bichette. And Rodriguez sets and fires, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 2-2, and how do you do? Rodriguez sets and fires, and this ball is bounced down the first baseline foul. Count remains deuce. What color is your freaking goose? And Rodriguez sets, pitches all the way. And this is drilled to Volpe. Volpe sets and fires across the diamond to retire the side. So a runner is stranded at second as we head to the top of four. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones, Anthony Volpe, and JC Escara. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 19 likes, 11 short of our goal of 30. So let's do it. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So if you haven't, please consider subscribing to Hardcore Sports and to Yankees The Ugly Truth. If you ask yourself, why would you want to subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth? Well, if you like live play-by-plays, I call almost every game. Last year I did 146 regular season games and the entire playoff for the American League and the World Series. And if you like shorts, I drop a boatload of them. I give a different perspective than most content creators do. And I also hold open panels where everyone in the stream is invited up, talk a little bit of baseball. So if this appeals to you, please consider subscribing. For those just hopping into the stream, we are headed to the top of the fourth. The Yankees have a 1-0 lead on the Mets. Jones, Volpe, and Ascar are coming up to bat. Peralta is at 59 pitches, so his pitch count is high. So that could mean that his stay in this game could be short. First pitch to Jones is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on Jones. Jones is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Pitch is on the way, and Jones swings over the top of the slider. Count is 0-2. Hey, Thomas. Welcome to the stream. Pitch is on the way, and that bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-2 on Jones. Pitch is on the way, and that is way up high. Count is even at 2-2. What color is your goose? Peralta sets and fires, and this one is shot foul down the first base line. Count is going to remain 2-2. Peralta sets and fires, and that fastball is way out of the strike zone. Count is now full 3-2. Peralta sets and fires, and the splitter is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the second strikeout of the afternoon for Jones. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. 1 for 1 on the afternoon with a double. His first 2026 hit was a double. And pitch is on the way, and it paints the inside corner for call. Strike 1. And Peralta sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-2 on Volpe. Peralta sets, fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed by Volpe for strike 3. So Volpe is down on strikes. Coming up to bat is J.C. Ascara, 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out. First pitch is on the way, and the slider paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Peralta now has 4 strikeouts on the afternoon. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-1. Peralta sets and fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is 2-1 on Ascara. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Semyon. Semyon sets and fires, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. So the Yankees are retired in order against Peralta. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, coming up to bat for the Mets is going to be Soto, Vientos, and Melendez. 3, 4, and 5. And in our Major League scoreboard, the Rays lead the Marlins now 6-2 in the top of the seventh. Orioles have taken a 4-1 lead on the Nationals in the top of the fourth. Red Sox are losing 5-0 to the Braves in the top of the fourth. In the bottom of the fourth, the Phillies and the Pirates are still locked up at zeros. Blue Jays have a 4-0 lead on the Tigers in the bottom of the third. As you know, in the bottom of the fourth, the Yankees have a 1-0 lead on the Mets. Guardians now have a 4-1 lead on the Reds in the bottom of the third. Cubs are leading the White Sox 3-0 in the top of the second. In the bottom of the second, the Astros and the Rangers are locked up at zeros. In the bottom of the first, the Twins have a 1-0 lead on the Brewers. Top of second, the Royals have a 1-0 lead on the Cardinals. And that is your active scoreboard for today. A few more games to follow later. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 20 likes. And if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 17 votes at the time, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And how are we feeling about the game so far? Soto grounded a single through to right field in his first plate appearance. And Rodriguez sets and fires, and the first pitch is a curveball inside. Count is 1-0. All right, optimistic. I like it. Rodriguez sets and fires, and that curveball paints the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Erod sets and fires, and that pitch paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Rodriguez sets and fires, and that curveball is going to bounce in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2. And Rodriguez sets. Pitch is on the way, and Soto tips this one into the glove of Escar for strike three. And Soto is down on strikes. That is Rodriguez's first strikeout of the day. Coming up to bat is Vientos. He is 0 for 1 today. First pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Rodriguez sets, fires, and this ball is bounced through the right side for a base hit. Judge is going to get the ball and get it in quickly. So the Mets have a runner at first with one out. MJ Melendez is coming up to bat. Melendez flew out in his first plate appearance. And Rodriguez sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Curveball. Count is 1-0. And Rodriguez sets, fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 1-1. Rodriguez sets, pitch is on the way, and this is sky to center field. Grisham is tracking it and makes the play, gets the ball back into the infield quickly. Vientos heads back to first, so there are two outs with a runner at first. Brett Beatty is coming up to bat. Beatty is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out in his first plate appearance. Rodriguez sets and fires, and that changeup just misses low. Count is 1-0. Rodriguez sets and fires, and this ball is blooped into center field. So the Mets are going to have runners at first and second with two outs. Marcus Semien is coming up. Semien is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out in his first plate appearance. And Rodriguez sets, and this pitch is hammered to Judge or Jones, and it's going to be in there. Vientos is going to score. Beatty is going to have a double. So the game is tied at 1. It was a good pitch. Jammed Semien, and he fought it off and shot it the other way. So the Mets have runners at second and third with two outs. Ewing coming up to bat. And it looks like the umpire has broken up the meeting of the minds. Ewing is 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a stolen base. Rodriguez checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way. And the sinker patches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. All right, Elmer, time to get nasty. And Rodriguez sets, and that pitch is up high. Count is 1-1. Rodriguez sets and fires, and that changeup drifts off the plate. Count is 2-1. Rodriguez sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is way down low. Count is now 3-1 on Ewing. And Yarbrough is warming up in the bullpen. Pitch is on the way. The curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Count is even the count is 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the place. That is going to be ball four, and the bases are going to be juiced full of bets. Sengar is coming up to bat. He attempted a bunt in the first inning and popped out to the pitcher. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. Surprised that you're actually on. So the bases are loaded. First pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Bruschetta, sister, bruschetta. That is the word of the day. And Rodriguez sets and fires, and this ball is chopped to Volpe. Volpe scoops it and fires to first to record the third out. And the bases are going to be left loaded, but the Mets do score a run. So the game is tied up at 1-1 heading to the top of the fifth. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and Aaron Judge. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 18 votes at this moment in time. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 21 likes, 9 short of our goal of 30 for live play-by-plays. And if you are not, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth and the Hardcore Sports Network. Hardcore Sports is currently simulcasting this live play-by-play. And if you enjoy live play-by-plays, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, I've dropped 150 since the off season. And I hold open panels for anyone to come up and talk baseball. Yeah. Erod's pitch count is looking pretty solid. And welcome to the stream, Jake. Peralta is at 75 pitches to start the inning, or 74 pitches. And the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and it is off. Going to catch the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. The pitcher is challenging, and it is confirmed that it is a ball. So the Mets lose their first challenge of the day. Peralta sets and fires, and that pitch is way off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Grisham. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to left field. And Melendez is going to chase it down on the warning track. And that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. 1 for 2 on the day with a home run. Peralta sets and fires, and the pitch is skied to center field. Ewing is backing up, and he is going to make the play on the track for the second out. 1 pitch out. So we're letting Peralta off the hook. We should have him out of the game now. Rice hit that one off the end of the bat. Just kept him in the ballpark. Coming up to bat is the captain, 0 for 1 with a walk. Peralta sets and fires, and the slider catches the inside corner for call, strike one. Peralta sets and fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is evened at 1-1. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the top of the fifth. Score is tied at 1-1. There are 2 outs, no runners on, and the captain is up to bat. And the pitch is down low. Count is now 2-1 on the judge. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up and in. Count is now 3-1 on the captain. Peralta sets and fires, and Judge foul tips this one into the catcher's glove. Count is now 3-2. And in typical 2-strike fashion, Judge takes time out, bangs the dirt off his cleats, and steps back in the box. Pitch is on the way, and Judge skies this one to Bichette. He just swung at ball 4. And Bichette makes the play, and the Yankees are going to go down in order. Peralta is going to retire 7 in a row. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th is going to be Benj, Bichette, and Soto. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. And we have a home run from our chat. Not sure who you are, but we have our 725th subscriber. So thank you for trusting us to provide you with some quality content. Most appreciated. For those of you who haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. In Elmer Rodriguez's third major league start, how many innings will he go? Answer 1 to 3 innings. 2 is 2 to 4. 3 is 5 plus. And the last answer is I don't know. Or I have no clue. And Thomas, the reason that they have Grisham leading off is because the guy sees more pitches than anybody in baseball. It affords the players behind him the opportunity to gauge what a pitcher has. He takes a lot of walks. And the first pitch to Benj is a curveball off the plate, actually a slider off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Rodriguez sets, and the next pitch is a slider way outside and high. Goes off of Ascar's glove. Count is now 2-0. Rodriguez sets and fires, and the sinker catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Rodriguez sets, fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 2-2. Rodriguez sets and fires, and that pitch is going to clip Bench. So he is hit by pitch and going to be taking first base. Coming up to bat is Bichette. 0 for 2 on the afternoon. I'm not sure that hit him. It looked like he hit his bat. And the first pitch to Bichette is down low. Bichette is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts. Rodriguez sets and fires, and this ball is driven to left field. Bellinger is waiting on it and makes the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Juan Soto, and it looks like they are going to pull Erod 64 pitches. I thought he had a little bit more in him, but I guess they don't want him to face off against Soto. So Ryan Yarbrough is coming into the game. Sean, he looked outstanding. And we're going to end this poll because they just pulled Erod. We had 45% that said he'd go 5+ innings. 35 said 2 to 4. 20% said 1 to 3, and nobody said that they had no clue. We had 20 votes in our active poll, and the 35% that said 2 to 4 have answered this one right. So congratulations on your insight and getting the poll question correct. And Soto walks up to the plate. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced in front of the plate. Mascara sets and fires, and he is going to record the out. Second out of the inning. Benj is going to advance to second base, so the Mets have a runner at second with 2 outs. And Mark Vientos is coming up to bat, 1 for 2 on the day. And Yarby sets, fires, and the pitch is going to stay off the plate. Count is 1-0 to Vientos. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into left field. Bellinger feels it, gets the throw in quickly, and holds the runner at third. So the Mets have runners at first and third. And it looks like they're going to bring in Tyrone Taylor to pinch hit for MJ Melendez. Taylor's hitting 182 on the season, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a 488 OPS. Yarborough sets and fires, and the first pitch is called ball 1. And this is being challenged. And Ascara is correct. It is called strike 1. It is overturned. Yankees retain 2 challenges. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined to center field. Grisham is going to lay out and make the play to retire the side. Hey, Daniel Berry, appreciate you hopping in from the Hardcore Sports Network. Thanks for giving us a shout out, brother. Appreciate you. So this game is heading to the top of the 6th. It is going to be It's going to be locked up at 1 still. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of the 6th is going to be Bellinger, Chisholm, and McMahon. Can we get a little bit of magic? And in our active scoreboard today, the Rays now have a 6-3 lead on the Marlins in the top of the ninth. Orioles have a 6-2 lead on the Nationals in the top of the fifth. Braves are leading the Red Sox 6-0. Phillies have taken a 3-0 lead in the top of the sixth over the Pirates. Blue Jays have a 4-0 lead in the top of the fifth over the Tigers. As you know, we're heading to the top of the sixth. Yankees and Mets are locked up at ones. The Guardians have a 5-2 lead on the Reds in the bottom of the fifth. Cubs have a 3-1 lead on the White Sox in the top of the third. The Rangers and the Astros are locked up at zeros in the bottom of the fourth. Twins and Brewers are tied at ones in the top of the third. Royals have a 1-0 lead on the Cardinals in the top of the third, and that is your active scoreboard for the afternoon. All right, I like them.
They're those. They're outside. Don't worry. How many fingers am I holding up? 8.
Oh, looks nice.
Memory foam. And there's just a slight heel.
And the first pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball high. Count is 1-0. Crawl to sets and fires. And the next pitch is up high. Count is now 2-0 on Bellinger. Pitch is on the way, and that is outside. Count is now 3-0 on Belly. Peralta sets, fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for strike one. Count is 3-1.
I don't know what she's wearing because these are my stuff.
Peralta sets and fires, and that pitch misses inside for ball 4. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And this is Natalie. And what do you have to say?
Let's go Yankees.
All right, let's go Yankees. Peralta sets. First pitch is on the way. And the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 to Jazz. Jazz is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a walk. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. We're in the top of the sixth right now, so yeah. Pitch is on the way, and this bounces away from the catcher. Cody Bellinger is going to advance to second, and the count is going to go 2-1 on Jazz. Peralta is at 94 pitches. His end is coming soon. Hey, Fisca, welcome to the stream. And Peralta sets. Pitch is on the way. Count is now 3-1 on Jazz. Peralta sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate, so that is going to be ball 4. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. And they're having a meeting of the minds, and I think this is going to do it for Peralta. And that is going to do it for Peralta. And it looks like Sean Manaea is coming in to pitch. And this one's for you, Freddie.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
And one more time.
Hit the road.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. And you are out of here. And for those of you that are in our stream, we have a second active poll. We currently have 10 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Drop your vote. And for those of you that are in our stream, we have 22 likes. Our goal is always 30 for live play-by-plays. So if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 725 subscriptions. Our next goal milestone is 730, so we are 5 away from that. If you ask yourself why you should subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth, well, if you like live play-by-plays, I call a lot of games, 146 last year during the regular season. If you like shorts, I call a boatload of those too. I've dropped over 150 since the off season. And I also hold open panels. So those open panels invite everyone up to talk a little bit of baseball. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. He is flown out and grounded out today, 0 for 2. And McMahon squares the bunt, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1 on McMahon. The runners are in on the corners. Middle infielders at normal double play depth. And McMahon drops the bunt down. And there is only one play to first base. So the runners are going to advance to second and third. Outstanding sacrifice bunt by Ryan McMahon. And it looks like Paul Goldschmidt is coming in to pinch hit for Spencer Jones. As you know, Goldie is a left-handed killer and Manaea is a left-handed pitcher. So let's see what he does. And the first pitch from Manaea is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-0. All we need is situational hitting. Situational hitting, situational hitting. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0 on Goldie. So now that we're pulling right fielder Spencer Jones out, does that mean that Max Schumann is going to play right? Pitch is on the way, and Goldie swings and misses at the sweeper. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one foul. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? Mania sets. Pitch is on the way, and he is going to hit Goldschmidt with the pitch. So they're sending the runners back. Bases are going to be juiced full of Yankees with 1 out. Anthony Volpe is coming up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. He got his first 2026 hit with a double in his first plate appearance. And Schumann is now pinch running for Goldie. And Mania sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive into left field. And that is a base hit. Bellinger scores. Here comes Chisholm. He scores, and moving to third is Schumann. So that is a big 2-run single by Volpe. Yankees now lead 3-1. And Volpe comes up big in the clutch spot. It was a hanging breaking ball that Volpe hammered to left field. And Ahmed Rosario is coming into a pinch hit. And Escara is being pinch hit for by Rosario. And that pitch is driven to right field. Benj is going to make the play, and the runners are tagging. Schumann is going to score, and Volpe advances to second. And that is a sacrifice fly by Rosario. Yankees now lead 4-1. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. So the Yankees have a runner at second with 2 outs. Grisham is 0 for 3 on the day with 2 ground outs and a flyout. And Mania sets. Fires, and that fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 to Captain Clutch. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham fouls it straight back. Count is 0-2. Count is 0-2. Mania sets. Checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to left field. Bichette is backing up, and he blows the play. He drops the ball, and Grisham is going to be at second, and scoring is Volpe. So the Yankees now lead 5-1. Yeah, they're talking, oh, they're going to give Bichette an error. It's not like that's a big freaking surprise. And Big Ben Rice is coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the day with a solo shot home run. And Mania sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 1-0, or 0-1. Mania sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. And Mania sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rice waves at a plate ball way off the plate for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 6th, but not before the Yankees drop a 4 spot to take a 5-1 lead. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, coming up to bat is Beatty, Semien, and Ewing. Well, honestly, D-Rod, that was Tyrone Taylor's ball. He should have called Bichette off, and Bichette got hung out to dry. But fact of life, Aaron Boone made some great calls evacuating the bench. So Wells is going to come in and take the plate for Ascara. For those of you that have hopped into our stream, we are in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees lead 5-1. Coming up to bat is Beatty, Semien, and Ewing. We have an active poll, the second one of the afternoon. And if you haven't, please drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We have 16 at this time. And our goal for every live stream is to get 30 likes. We are currently at 23. So if you haven't hit the like button, please like and share the channel out. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 725 subscriptions, looking at our next milestone of 730. So we are 5 away from our next milestone. If you ask yourself why you should subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth, well, if you like live play-by-plays, I call a lot of games. I called 146 last year, plus the postseason and preseason. And Schumann is taking over and left. Bellinger is moving to right. Wells is behind the dish. And Yarby sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is called ball 1. I think he might have actually clipped the outside corner. Wells is not challenging this one. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper misses off the plate. Count is 2-0. Yarby sets, pitches on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Yarby sets, pitches on the way, and that is guide to center field. Grisham is drifting in, and he is going to make the play in right center for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Marcus Semien. Semien is 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI double. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that ball is fouled straight back. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is inside. I think he clipped his strike zone on that one, too. Count is 2-1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Semien. And Yarbrough sets, pitches all the way, and this ball is a line drive to left field. Cuban is going to field it and get the ball in. So that is Semien's second hit of the game. Coming up to bat is Ewing, 1 for 1 on the day with a base on balls and stolen base. And Yarbrough sets, pitches on the way, and the sweeper is just off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Ewing. Yarbrough sets, pitches on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is even at 1-1. And Yarbrough sets, pitches on the way, and that is a fastball off the plate. Came in at a whopping 87 miles an hour. No, he did not complete 5 innings, Robert. Yarbrough sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. And Yarbrough sets, pitches out of the way, and it is in there for called strike 2. And Yarbrough sets, and he steps off the mound. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. I do not believe that Cruz actually had a walk today. He was around the strike zone all day long. Pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled off. Count remains full at 3-2. Ewing took that one off the foot, so the umpire is giving him a few seconds to recover. And Ewing is back in the box. 8th pitch of the at-bat. Yarborough sets and fires, and this pitch is way off the plate. That's going to be ball 4. So the Mets are going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. And Boone is coming to put the hook on Yarborough. Looks like Jake Bird is coming in to take over. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote at our active poll. We have 17 votes at this time. And for today's scoreboard, the Rays beat the Marlins 6-3. The Orioles lead the Nationals 6-2 in the bottom of the 6th. The Braves are leading the Red Sox 7-0. They are currently in a weather delay. Phillies lead the Pirates 5-0 in the top of the 7th. Blue Jays lead the Tigers 4-0 in the top of the 7th. Yankees lead the Mets 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Guardians lead the Reds 6-2 in the top of the 7th. Cubs have a 4-2 lead on the White Sox in the bottom of the 4th. Rangers have a 2-0 lead on the Astros in the top of the 6th. Twins have a 3-2 lead on the Brewers in the bottom of the 4th. The Royals have a 2-0 lead on the Cardinals in the top of the 5th. Diamondbacks and the Rockies are in a rain delay. And that is your active scoreboard for today. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 24 likes, 6 short of our goal of 30 for every game. And just a programming note, the Blue Jays are coming to town, and it looks like Luis Torrens is coming in to pinch hit for Senga. Bird sets, and he fires, and the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Torrens is hitting 197, no home runs, 8 RBIs, and a 501 OPS. And Bird sets, fires, and the sweeper drifts off the plate. Count is 1-1. Torrens was able to check his swing, and the first base umpire says that he did not swing. Bird sets and fires, and the pitch is hit down the first base line. And 1 run is going to score. Ewing is rounding third. He is going to score. And that is a pinch hit 2-run double for Torrens. And the Mets close the gap. Yanks now lead 5-3. Coming up to bat is Carson Bench, 0-for-2 on the day, hit by a pitch. First pitch is on the way, and The sweeper catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high and in. Count is 1-1. And Tim Hill is warming up in the bullpen. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on bench. Bird sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. Bird sets and fires, and the curveball is down low. And Benj is able to check his swing. So the count is going to go to 2-2. Bird sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled off once again. Count remains 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is fouled down the first base line. Count remains 2-2. Bird sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. So we're going to head to the ninth pitch of the at bat. Count remains 2-2. Come on, Jake. You got to show him something low and away. Low and away. Every pitch has been up. Bird sets and fires, and that curveball is fouled off. So we're going to head to the ninth pitch of the at bat, or the 10th pitch of the at bat, excuse me. Bird sets and fires, and the cutter is way up high. Count is now full. 3-2. Bird sets, fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. The Bird wins that battle, an 11 pitch at bat. And that was the first pitch that Bird got down low in the strike zone. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Coming up to bat is Bo Bichette, 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1 on Bichette. Bichette has 2 ground outs at a light out the day today. Bird sets and fires, and that Staker rides inside. Count is even at 1-1. Bird sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to center field. Grisham is drifting, and he is going to make the play in right center field, and that is going to do it for the Mets, but not before they drop a 2 spot to close the gap to 5-3. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 18 votes. So thank you for those who have participated. We are at 25 likes, 5 short of our goal of 30 for every live stream. So if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. We are at 725 subscribers. Our next goal is 730. So we are 5 away from our next goal. If you ask yourself, why should you subscribe? Well, I will tell you. If you like live play-by-plays, we call almost every game, only exception being Wednesday nights because I bowl in leagues. But if there's a game Wednesday afternoon, I'm definitely calling. If you like shorts, I drop a boatload of them. And if you want to check them out, head over to Yankees The Ugly Truth YouTube page, hit the shorts tab, and let me know what you think. Dropped one last night, and it's done pretty well. And I also hold open panels. So anybody in the chat is free to come up. I dropped the link. And the captain is coming up to bat. And the first pitch almost hits him. Sweeper goes all the way to the backstop. Badiah sets it, fires at Judge, fouls the pitch off. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to Bichette. He fills it cleanly and fires across the diamond to record the first out of the inning. 1 down. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. 0 for 0 on the day with 3 walks. Does not have an official at bat. And he has scored a run. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls this one down the first base line. Count is 1-0 or 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive to center field. Ewing is going to field it and get it in quick, so Cody has a hit, first of the day. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 0 for 1 on the day with 2 walks, a strikeout, and a run scored. Mania sets. He sets, and the sweeper is down low. Count is 1-0. I'm not sure about that one. I thought he caught the bottom of the strike zone, but they're not challenging. So the count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is inside. Count is 2-0 on Jazz. Mania sets and fires, and the sinker catches the outside portion of the plate. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is going to be a single bounce through the infield. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with one out. And the first pitch to McMahon is inside for ball one. 0 for 2 on the day. McMahon laid down a sacrifice bunt that helped charge up our 4-run inning. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-1. And they have Duvall warming up in the pen. Pitch is on the way, and this is guide to left field. Taylor comes in and makes the play. So that is the second out. Coming up to bat is Max Schumann, his first plate appearance. He took over in left field after Spencer Jones was pinch hit for. Schumann is hitting .273 on the season. No home runs and 1 RBI. Schumann came in as a pinch hitter for Goldie after he was hit by a pitch. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer up and into Schumann. Count is 1-0. And Mania sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Maxie. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and that is called strike one. Max Schumann is challenging that. There's no damn way that pitch is a strike. And the call is overturned. So that is now 3-0. So the Yankees are going to retain both of their challenges. Pitch is on the way, and that is way up high for ball 4. So that's a 4-pitch walk. And the bases are going to be juiced full of Yankees with 2 outs. Anthony Volpe coming up 2 for 3 on the day with a single, double, and a strikeout. And it looks like they have a mound visit going on. All right, John. Thank you, sir. And Volpe is stepping into the box. And Mania sets. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is called. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Volpe. Mania sets and fires, and that ball is fouled off. Count is going to be 0-2 on Volpe. All right, kid. Situational hitting. A little bit of bingo, brother. A little bit of bingo. Next pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. It is time to pad the lead, brother. And Mania sets. Next pitch is on the way, and this is high and off the plate. Count is even at deuce. What color is your goose? Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is inside. Count is now full. 3-2 on Volpe. So with the count 3-2 and 2 outs, the runners will be off with the pitch. And Mania sets and fires, and that pitch is way outside. So that is going to be ball 4. And then RBI for Anthony Volpe on his walk. So the Yankees now take a 6-3 lead. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. He has not had a plate appearance today. And the pitch is on the way, and it is bounced to Mania. Mania is going to flip it to Vientos for the third out. I don't know how Wells actually got to that plate or that pitch. I looked way off. And welcome to the stream, James. Appreciate you being here. For those of you who haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are heading to the bottom of the 7th. Coming up to bat for the Mets is going to be Soto, Vientos, and Taylor. If you haven't, please hit your like button. We are at 27 likes, 3 short of our goal of 30. And if you didn't know it, this is Military Appreciation Weekend. So I want to thank everybody out there for their service. John Browning, Kaz. I know there are a few more out there that are not coming to my mind off the top of my head. So if you serve, give me a shout out and I'll acknowledge you. Wells honestly is in nowhere land. He is completely lost at the plate. What it's going to take for him to get back on track, I have not a damn clue. You're welcome, Kaz. Nancy, appreciate it. And from our active scoreboard today, Braves beat the Marlins 6-3. Orioles beat the Nationals 6-3. Currently, the Braves lead the Red Sox 7-0. They're in a weather delay. Phillies lead the Pirates 6-0 in the top of the eighth. Blue Jays lead the Tigers 4-0 in the top of the eighth. As you know, in this game, we were headed to the bottom of the seventh. The Yankees lead the Mets 6-3. The Cubs and the White Sox are tied up at 4s in the bottom of the fifth. Rangers lead the Astros 6-0 in the top of the seventh. The Twins lead the Brewers 4-3 in the top of the sixth. Royals lead the Cardinals 2-0 in the top of the seventh. The Diamondbacks and Rockies are in a weather delay and have not started. And there are 3 games on the slate afterwards. Giants and the Athletics at 4:05. Dodgers and the Angels at 4:07. And the late night game is going to be the Padres and the Brewers, or the Padres and the Mariners at 7:20. And that is your active scoreboard for the day. And it looks like Camilo Doval is coming in to pitch. First pitch to Soto is a sinker up high, ball 1. That one came in at 99 miles an hour. Soto is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a strikeout. And Doval sets, pitches on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Doval sets, pitches all the way, and that is outside for ball 3. Count is 3-0. And Doval sets, pitches on the way, and it paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1. And Doval sets and fires. Pitches on the way, and Soto swings and misses at the 99-mile-an-hour sinker. Count is full 3-2. And Doval sets. Pitch is on the way, and Soto grounds it foul down the first base line. Count remains 3-2. That was a 100-mile-an-hour sinker. And Doval sets, pitches on the way. And this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz fields it cleanly and fires to Rice for the first out of the inning. And Soto was doing the freaking Cano imitation, lumbering down first base. So Matt Vientos is coming up to bat. 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles. Doval sets and fires, and the slider is up high. Count is 1-0 on Vientos. And Doval sets, fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 2. Vientos is challenging the pitch. And the call is overturned. That missed by a half an inch. Count is 2-0. Duvall sets and fires, and the pitch paints inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. And Duvall sets and fires. That pitch is way up high. Count is now 3-1 on Vientos. Don't disagree with you even slightly, Jonathan. Duvall sets and fires, and he paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is now full. 3-2. Fernando Cruz is warming up in the bullpen. And Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz fields it cleanly and fires to Rice for the second out of the inning. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the bottom of the seventh. Yankees lead 6-3. There are 2 outs with nobody on. Tyrone Taylor is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a line out in his first plate appearance. They brought him in as a pinch hitter. Duvall sets and fires, and that first pitch is a cutter up high. Count is 1-0 on Taylor. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to left field. McSchumann is backing up and is going to make a leaping catch just short of the warning track for the third out. And that is going to do it for the third out of the inning. So Duvall works a 1-2-3 inning. Coming up to bat is Grisham, Rice, and Judge. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not aware, we go for 30 likes in our active play-by-plays. We're at 27, so we're 3 short of that goal. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 20 votes, so thank you for those who have participated. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network who is simulcasting this stream, or the Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing to one and the same. If you ask your question on why you should consider subbing, well, here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we do live play-by-plays almost every day. Wednesdays being that exception. If the game is on in the evenings, I am in a bowling league, so I am bowling. But if the game is a early game, I definitely call it. If you like shorts, I drop a lot of shorts, over 150 since the off season. I tend to bring different perspectives from most content creators and some info stuff. So head over to Yankees The Ugly Truth and check them out. Let me know what you think. And if you like open discussions, I hold open panels so that everyone can hop into the stream and talk a little bit of baseball. So if those things appeal to you, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. And I want to thank everybody. My sister is in Italy, Nancy, and she is on the stream. So I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy Sunday afternoon to listen to a little bit of baseball. And the first pitch is on the way, and Grisham fouls it off. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. And Mania sets, pitches on the way, and that is way up high. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and misses for strike 3. That is going to be the first out in the top of the 8th. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 1 for 4 in the afternoon with a solo shot home run. First pitch to Rice is grounded to Vientos, another 1 pitch out. So that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is the captain. So all rise. The judges in the chambers. And Mania sets and fires, and the sweeper is low and inside. Count is 1-0 on the captain. And Mania sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. Judge is 0 for 3 on the day with a base on balls. And Mania sets, pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the outside of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. Mania sets, and he fires, and Judge waves weakly at that sweeper. Count is even at 2-2. Mania sets and fires, and that is going to paint the inside portion of the plate for call. Strike 3. So that is going to do it for the Yankees, going down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Coming up in the top of the 8th, coming up in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Beatty, Semien, and Ewing. And for today's active scoreboard, Rays beat the Marlins 6-3. Nationals, or the Orioles beat the Nationals, or leading the Nationals 6-3 in the top of the 8th. Red Sox and Braves have gotten underway again. Braves lead the Red Sox 7-0 in the top of the 7th. Phillies have a 6-0 lead on the Pirates in the top of the 9th. Blue Jays lead the Tigers 4-1 in the top of the 9th. As you know, heading into the bottom of the 8th, the Yankees lead the Mets 6-3. The Guardians have a 10-2 lead on the Reds in the top of the 9th. Cubs and White Sox are locked up at 4 apiece in the bottom of the 6th. The Rangers lead the Astros 7-0 in the bottom of the 7th. The Twins have taken a 4-3 lead on the Brewers in the bottom of the 6th. Royals lead the Cardinals 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Diamondbacks and Rockies are still in a rain delay. And the Giants and Athletics have just gotten underway. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 20 votes in our active poll, so I want to thank everybody for participating in the second poll of the day. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We have 27 likes so far. Our goal for every live stream is 30. So we're 3 off our mark. And Fernando Cruz is coming in to replace Camilo Duvall. First pitch is on the way, and that is a 4-seamer up high. Count is 1-0. Cruz sets and he fires, and the pitch is also up high. Count is 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and this is a pop-up. Jazz Chisholm is backing up, and he is going to make the play on the shallow right field grass. So that is 1 away. Coming up to bat is Marcus Semien, 2 for 3 on the night or afternoon, with a single and a double, and a run scored. And Cruz sets, and that pitch is popped up. Cruz is tracking it. Rice is going to call Rice off, and Cruz goes down on the ground. Rice makes the play. Rice almost stepped on the back of Cruz on that play. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is the center fielder, A.J. Ewing. 1 for 1 on the day with a pair of walks, a run scored, and a stolen base. And Cruz sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 1. And Cruz sets, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Cruz sets and fires, and the splitter is down low. Count is 2-1 on Ewing. And it looks like Tim Hill is warming up in the bullpen.
Wait till you get there.
All right. And the little man is here.
Let's go Yankees.
That's right. Let's go Yankees. And that pitch is fouled off. Count is going to go 2-2.
Win it all.
Win it all.
Keep winning and keep scoring.
Keep hitting and keep scoring. Outstanding. Give me a kiss, baby. So the little man has put his words out. Stop bitching about my smoking, Nancy. And Cass says, "Hi, Wyatt." Say hi, Cass.
Hi, Cass.
All right, you got a hi back. Aunt Nancy said, great Aunt Nancy says hi too.
Hi, Gigi.
Hi, Gigi.
And that is ball 4. So Ewing is going to take the walk. And John says hi too. You got a little fan club here.
He's going to go rest.
All right, he's going in to get some rest. So the Wyatt Meister has spoken. Keep hitting, keep scoring, and let's go Yankees and win. Coming up to bat is Luis Torrens, 1 for 1 on the day, with a double in his first plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. And Cruz sets, and he makes a pickoff attempt at first. Runner is back in safely. And Cruz makes the second pickoff attempt. So anticipate Ewing will be on the go. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to center field. Grisham is drifting to his right, and he is going to put it away for the third out of the inning. So that is a scoreless inning for Fernando Cruz. And we head to the top of the ninth. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Ryan McMahon. Yeah, little Wyatt was diagnosed with pneumonia on Friday. He'd been out of school for a while, and he's been mad at his papa a lot. I didn't let him go play t-ball in his game. He tried to talk me into putting him in his uniform, and he told me that he would sit on the bench. And I was like, oh, no, I know you better than that. There's no way you're sitting on the bench. So then he was telling me how it's no fair. No fair. You're mean, Papa. So this could be your last moment to get your vote in our active poll. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We have 20 votes at this point. This is our second active poll of the day. Leading off the inning is going to be Cody Bellinger, 1 for 1, with 3 base on balls and 2 runs scored. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 27 likes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30. And the first pitch to Bellinger is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and Belly pops this up to the infield. Vientos is tracking it, and he is going to make the play just short of the pitcher's mound. So that is the first out. And Bednar is warming up in the bullpen. So if we do not score, it will be a save situation. Mania sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Jazz. Pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Jazz. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? Pitch is on the way, and Jazz slaps a single to left field. And he rounds first base aggressively, but he is going to stay at first. So he picks up a single with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 0 for 3 on the day. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Semien. He flips it to Bichette, relayed to Vientos. So that is a 4-6-3 double play. And that does it for the Yankees in the top of the ninth. Coming up in the bottom of the ninth is going to be Benj, Bichette, and Soto. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. And in the active scoreboard, the Orioles lead the Nationals 6-3 in the bottom of the eighth. Braves lead the Red Sox 7-0 in the top of the eighth. Blue Jays lead the Tigers 4-1 in the bottom of the ninth. Yankees lead the Mets 6-3 in the bottom of the ninth. White Sox and Cubs are tied up at 4s in the bottom of the seventh. Rangers lead the Astros 7-0 in the bottom of the eighth. Twins lead the Brewers 4-3 in the top of the seventh. Royals lead the Cardinals 2-0 in the top of the eighth. The Diamondbacks and the Rockies still remain in rain delay. And the Giants and Athletics are in the bottom of the fourth, locked up at zeros. And that is your active scoreboard for today. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 27 likes, 3 short of our goal of 30. And if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And Bednar sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 1-0 on bench. And Bednar sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Benj is 0 for 3 on the day when was hit by a pitch. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 2-1. Bednar sets and fires and drops a curveball in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 2-2. And how do you do? Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into center field. And Grisham is going to get the ball and get it in quickly. The bench starts the ninth inning off with a single against Bednar. Coming up to bat is Bo Bichette, 0 for 4 all the day. Pitch is on the way, and this is singled up the middle. So the Mets have runners at first and second with nobody out, and Soto is coming up to bat as the tying run. Soto is 1 for 4 on the day with a single and a strikeout. And Bednar sets, and the splitter is fouled off. Count is 0-1 on Soto. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner with a splitter. Count is 0-2 on Soto. Show him the curveball. Curveball outside. Bednar sets, fires, and the fastball is fouled straight off. That was a high pitch. So he's changed Soto's eye level. So this is the opportune time to drop the deuce. Bednar sets and fires, and that splitter drifts off the plate. Count is 1-2. Bednar sets and fires, and this is grounded to first base. Rice fires to second, on to first, not in time. So the Mets are going to have runners at first and third with 1 out. Matt Vientos coming up to bat. He is 2 for 4 on the afternoon. Vientos is 2 for 4 on the day with 2 singles. Bednar sets and fires, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Was a big out, FJ. And Vientos calls timeout. Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Vientos. Bednar sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Soto takes off. So Soto moves to second on the stolen base. So Tyrone Taylor is coming up to bat, 0 for 2 on the day. Has 2 lineouts. Mets have runners at second and third with 2 outs. Pitch is on the way, and this is God damn it. That is a 3-run homer by Taylor, and the score is now tied 6 up. And the bullpen blows another freaking lead. Brett Beatty is coming up to bat, so that is a blown save by Bednar. First pitch is on the way, and the splitter is down low. Count is 1-0. I missed a pitch. Bednar sets and fires, and the fastball is down low. Count is 3-0. And that is a 4-pitch walk to Beatty. Aggravating, aggravating, aggravating. Cement mixer freaking curveball up and in the inner half of the plate. Marcus Semien coming up to bat. 2 for 4 on the day with a single and a double. First pitch is on the way, and he swings and misses a splitter. Count is 0-1. Bednar sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Bednar sets and fires, and the pitch is skied into foul territory. Rice is tracking and is going to make an over-the-shoulder catch for the third out, but not before the Mets drop a 3 spot in the bottom of the ninth to tie the game up. So as we head to the 10th inning, the game is tied at 6-6. Coming up to bat for the Yankees is Max Schumann, Anthony Volpe, and Austin Wells. There are no pinch hitters. The Yankees have used their entire bench. I don't even know what the hell to say about this one. So, will the Yankees be able to utilize situational hitting to score in the top of the 10th? I don't know, but I guess we're going to find out. And Devin Williams is coming into the game. Surprise, surprise. Anyone remember who made the last out? And I think it's Ryan McMahon is going to be the be the ghost runner. Yep. McMahon is at second as the ghost runner. And the first pitch to Williams is up high and inside to Schumann. Schumann showed bunt. Count is 1-0. Williams sets and he fires. And the fastball is off the plate. Count is now 2-0 on Schumann. Pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike one. Schumann showed bunt. I think the ball was a little bit high. Count is now 2-1 on Max. And Williams sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike two. Count is evened at 2-2. Williams sets and fires, and that ball is foul tipped. Count remains deuce. Williams checks on McMahon. Schumann steps out of the box. Williams sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is rip foul down the third base line. Count remains 2-2. Williams sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. So that was a complete crap at bat. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. 2 for 3 on the day with a single, double, and a base on balls. Pitch to Volpe is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And the runner goes. The pitch is on the way, and that is high, no throw. McMahon is going to steal third base. Mets bring the infield in, and the pitch is on the way. That is up high. Count is 2-1 on Volpe. Williams sets, pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Volpe. Williams sets, pitch is on the way, and Volpe swings and misses at the fastball right down the heart of Broadway. Count is now full 3-2. Williams sets, pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate for ball 4. So coming up to bat is Austin Wells. And Williams sets, pitches all the way, and this is grounded to first. God sakes. 1-6-1 or 3-6-1 double play. And that's going to do it for the Yankees. Get out.
Here's for the one. Here's the sword that backed up your
Well, well, well. What is there to say? Tim Hill should be coming in to pitch. And we have Blackburn, Hedrick, and Hill available out of the pen, and that's it. And they are going to have Marcus Semien as their ghost runner. Yeah, John, it is a disaster. Tim Hill is coming on. AJ Ewing is coming up to bat, 1-for-1 with 3 walks today. And Hill sets. Pitch is on the way, and Ewing shows bunt, but misses. Count is 0-1. They're running the wheel play. Hill sets and fires, and the pitch is just off the plate. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is bunted in front of the plate. Jazz is going to take the play at first. So the winning run advances to third. Coming up to bat is Luis Torrens, former Yankee farmhand. So is he going to put it to us? So it looks like the Yankees are going to play 5 infielders. Probably going to be Max Schumann playing the infield position. 5 infielders, and the play will be 2 home. So they're playing 3 infielders to the left side. They've got 2 outfielders in right and right center. So there is nobody in left field. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside for ball 1. And the pitch is on the way, and that is pulled foul. Count is 1-1. Hill sets and he fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Torrens. And the pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul down the third base line. Count is 2-2. And Hill steps off the mound. I mean, I would have honestly, D-Rod, you definitely put yourself in a do or die situation if you do that. Any mishandle, any throw off the plate, the game's over with. And pitch is on the way, and he is hit by the pitch. So they have runners at first and third with one out. All right, Master Chief says time to stop screwing around and get this shit over with. Bellinger is going to left. Schumann is moving to the right side now. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Hill sets, and the pitch is bounced up the middle, and the two players run into each other, and the ball game is over with. So the Mets come back to win 7-6. So the Yankees are going to lose this series. They're going to go 2-9 on this road trip. And the Yankees will have the Blue Jays coming to town tomorrow. I will be calling the live play-by-play for that game. I mean, what can you say? And the Yankees have failed to win a series here at Citi Field since 2018. And the numbers for today, the Mets have 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Yankees have 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Tim Hill is going to take the loss unfairly. However, it is what it is. And freaking Devin Williams is going to take the win. And for our active poll, we had 26 votes. 81% said that the Yankees would win the series. 19% said no. And unfortunately, the 19% are correct. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon to listen to a little bit of baseball. So thank you for the support. I'll end in my traditional fashion with let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I
do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.